Today we're going to be changing the power steering pump on a old Ram 1500. First intelligent thing to do is disconnect your battery. So our pump no longer works. Some nasty fluids in there. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to release our tensioner. So you want to get your wrench on here. You can pull up on your tensioner, which is basically tightening that bolt, and that'll relieve the pressure. And then I'll slip this bolt off. This belt will rest right against that socket. I'll be able to get the socket out. I won't be able to do it with my phone though, so hold on. Alright, so I got her loose. And I should be able to just pull that out. I can just leave my belt like that. If it falls off, actually there's a belt guide right there. Tell you how to do it with AC, without AC. So, next thing we're going to do is come over here and take our belt off our pump. And we're probably going to have to get my daughter a belt too. Alright, so we got that loose. And next thing we're going to do is disconnect our lines. And we've got, one has got a regular hose clamp, which is right there. And then the other one actually screws into the back of the system. Alright, for us guys don't have a lot of fancy tools, and if you don't want to take that thing off right there, you can get your wrench in there, and if you don't got quite enough leverage, you can grab and stick you another wrench just on the tip of her, just like that. And I've already popped this one loose, but you can pop them loose like that. That's how I do them. So that way you can get in the small places, and if you don't have a bunch of expensive tools, that'll help you out. Anyway, and we're moving out of the bottom bolt. Okay, so I kind of gave up on getting them off the back side. It's easier to pull them off the rack and pinion. So I've done that. I got my top bolt out there. I've got my deal draining. Got my second bolt loose there. I think that's all that's holding this pump together is this last bolt. There may be a third one. I'll have to double check. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't know anything about these pumps or cars in general, but is this supposed to happen? I would assume not. I'm guessing something's been sheared off there. Interesting. Maybe I found the problem. Okay, I just pulled on that for giggles, and it sure did come smooth off. And if your pulley's still in the way, which obviously that's my problem, there's one more mounting bolt right here I seen. It goes down. You can see it hooked to the frame, like right down there. Okay, I lied, there's 4 mounting bolts. I honestly don't have my glasses on because I can't see them or use them. I can't see far. I don't know. Anyway, my sighting ain't right, so I took my glasses off. But anyway, 4 bolts. Total of 4. And remember, this one actually has a bolt with a nut on it. And then both your wires go on the end, and the nut keeps your wires on. So let me get her off. Alright, so we got the pump out. I guess what, to impact them 3 off. It should be what, 9. Alright, see if we can get that stud out. Does it come out? Try tightening it up. Alright, so I got my other line out. It's sitting over there. This one's got a hose clamp, and sometimes these will stick, so you can get your hose clamp loose, get you a pair of pliers, and you can just spin this hose, and usually it'll pop off that metal, and then you can get it out. So I've already done that, got her loose. Okay, I got me a new pump, new pulley. Apparently when I was trying to get the other one off, those are pressed on. So no matter how much I hit that with the impact, it wasn't coming off. And I don't have a press, so I just bought a new pulley. And I don't have a press to put it on here, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So first thing we're going to do is mount up our bracket. Got our bolts here and our impact, and we'll get busy with that right now. These all got a washer on them, so we'll get them put in right now. Here we go. Alright, them are on. Now, for my next magic trick, we're going to put that pulley on. Like I said, I don't have any kind of press. So I found the correct size bolt. And found a thingamajigger. We got a thingamajigger and a dealy whopper. Most important thing is you want plenty of threads to get down there and start grabbing before you start getting real crazy. Otherwise, you just strip them out and it won't go in. Let me go turn that presser off. Alright, probably a 14. For right now, I'm just going to use a crescent. And these are on down there. Looks like she's going down smooth. Got quite a few threads on there. I could probably hit it with the impact now. Let's see here. See if I can suck her down with the impact. Fingers crossed, nothing goes bad. Oh yes, don't stick your fingers in between there when you do this. Bad juju. Here we go. See how close she is. Little ways to go. Maybe I'm going to put that plate on there just to make sure we're not hitting the bottom of our shaft. Alright, I'll just let y'all know I put that socket upside down, and that way when it sucked it up, it hit that and it wouldn't actually pull the shaft up through. If you had a bigger hole than this around here, you just push that pulley in and you'd end up hitting your bracket and you'd be poo-poo. So you don't want that. That's nice. We're going to run with it there. I think it'll be fine. So we'll start putting this thing back in there. Okay, first thing we're doing is getting our bolts all mounted up. There's one there. One here, one down there, and just make sure before you go to tighten all of them, you actually get them started first. Most important. So I've got them all started. Now I can crank them down. Okay, so we got all our lines hooked up and belts, and we're gonna kid down. We're going to fill her up with power steering fluid. And see if she moves. Be back in a second. Alright, all lines hooked up, got power fluid in. Still haven't replaced the belt yet. Got my lines routed. We're going to check for leaks. I did notice, I hate to tell my daughter, but where was it at? Right up there. I see a drip of antifreeze. And right there. So, looks like our next problem is going to be the water pump. More than likely that's where it's dripping from. And that sucks. So, I'm going to check the water on it, but we'll get this done for now and go to the next problem. Good times. What the, oh. Yeah, guess what? When we do maintenance, we unhook the battery. So, because that was a smart thing to do. For now, we're going to have to get our new clamps too. Just lock it on there like that. And when you do this, you want to cycle the steering all the way to the left, all the way to the right, get all the bubbles and stuff out. Oh, steering! No longer a brick wall. Man, all the way to the right. Then we'll go all the way to the left. Get that fluid pumping. Go back to the right. And those. Let's go check for leaks. We're good. That's it.